everyone, welcome back to Saiyan Squabbles. I am yours truly, Papa Ping Pong, and we are back, finally, after a long time, to play some Dragon Ball Super card game. I know it's been a while, I've been busy with a bunch of life stuff, but that's not important. I'm going to be posting a lot more often again, and today we are playing Janemba, the new Janemba aggro, versus my friend Liam's Towa deck, and Liam does stream on Twitch. I will give him, or I will give you guys a link to his Twitch in the description below if you guys are interested in checking that out. Please go support him. We did a bunch of battles, so a bunch of them are going to be coming up. And yeah, so let's get right into this. By the way, I hope you guys like the new opening. I'm still no effects whiz or anything. I just want to do something kind of new and flashy since it's been a while. Or flashier than prior. But anyways, I am playing the blue Janemba aggro, and Liam is playing a rainbow Towa. Very interesting build. So I've been playing this deck a little bit, and it's a lot of fun. It is my favorite deck coming out of set 12. I know we didn't talk a lot about set 9, or not set 9, set 10 or set 11, but I might cover those in a later video, just all in one shoot, or talk about it, but we're just going to keep going forward. But we are on turn 2 now. Sorry, this is going pretty fast. We got the Janemba. Every time the leader makes a swing, I get to take a life and play, and if I do, play a Janemba of 2 or less from my hand. So that's a very good effect for Self-Awakening, obviously. And then Soul Cleansing Machine, every time I play a Janemba or an Evil Incarnate, I believe, I place the top card of my deck under it. So I do go back a few times because we do catch it. We are just testing here. These are still pretty new decks to us. But he's down to 7 life and I'm down to 6. So this Towa lets you run Xeno at Rainbow. It's a lot like the AODs or Bobbity with AODs. It also reduces the energy cost by 1, and it's a very, very fun leader for what I've seen. But I didn't get a very good start in the beginning, or I did, but I didn't actually have something to play this turn. It's my bad. It was one or the other. Sorry if I'm a little far behind. But he seemed to not get his play that he really wanted either, because he wanted to play the Towa turn 1, because the Towa is the MVP of that deck. The Towa, you play it, you search a ball, and then you get to tap 2 energy and play out a Xeno, basically, for a lot cheaper. I don't know exactly how it works, but by discarding a ball. So it's basically a Kid Cube, but for AOD. Except you can't search a ball every turn, it's just when it's played. But I swing at my leader. When she attacks, she takes a life and then searches top 5 for a Xeno or Xeno villain and adds it to her hand. So, or his hand, I guess in this case. But we are pretty comfortable taking this early on because I'm pretty confident we are going to see another 2-drop this turn, and we were. Because at the very least I was going to be able to Self-Awaken, so we were going to charge a 3-drop. With this deck, something I forgot, turn 1 or turn 2, you want to try to charge a 2 or less Janemba in your energy, because your leader on his Awakened side can tap an energy and play a 2 or less from your energy, so you just tap said energy and play it out. So I'm trying to see if what I can do this turn. There's a lot of thought that goes into Soul Cleansing Machine, because if you have 4 or more under Soul Cleansing Machine, you get to place Soul Cleansing Machine in your drop area and search your deck or drop area for a 3 or a skillless 3 or less Janemba, I believe. So I take a life, I swing, take a life, play this 2-drop critical, and this guy has an effect that if you tap 2 energy, you can play a skillless, a 3-drop skillless Janemba, or 3 or less, from your deck or drop area. But yeah, so I awakened, drew 2, and I just leave it at 15. I think he took it, but I'm doing math here. I'm thinking about how I can go up the chain and possibly kill him this turn. I'm going to try with everything I have. So, am I actually swinging into his... I'm actually swinging into his Janemba because I'm afraid of his chain going off next turn, because we both run similar Janemba chains. He runs a Janemba and Slug chain, where I just run entirely an aggro Janemba chain. But he seemed to have comboed out of it, and then I'm going to swing 10k critical into his leader. And he is not going to negate, but he is going to combo and play out another 2 or less, because Nimbus Master has an auto that when you combo with Nimbus Master, you can play a 2 or less skillless from your deck or drop area. So I tap 2, search out the 3-drop Skillless, which is this is where my chain is really going to start. So he's a 30k beater. I'm deciding if I want to swing into the leader or his Skillless. And I do remember here in a sec to place a card on the top of my deck. I think I do that right now. Yep. And I swing 30k into Janemba. And he takes it. I'm going to return to my hand to play him, because you can play him if your opponent has, or if you have 3 or more energy. Not your opponent, I made sure. If you have 3 or more energy, you can return a Skillless of 2 or 3 or 2 or 3 to your hand to play him, and he's critical dual attack, and you can't play copies of him for the turn. But at the end of the turn, he goes to the warp. So I return the 30k beater, I swing 19k crit, I'm swinging twice, but I use a bean to extend the play even further, and now I do have 4 cards under Soul Cleansing Machine, so keep that in mind. There's another threat that I can potentially pull out this turn. But he is going to whip out a super combo, bringing him to 20. I'm still at 24 though, and he goes 25. I believe he took the first one, actually. But I'm going to ball to play out the 4-drop. And this 4-drop's a lot of fun because he's a 20k critical. And when I play, or when he attacks, my opponent can send one of their battle cards to their warp. And if they don't, I can restand an energy and draw 1 card. So I swing. He's debating. He said he's definitely going to warp something. I think he's just deciding what. So he does warp the Janemba. An interesting choice on his part because he does run Power Burst. So I'm interested in to know why he doesn't just warp it. But I do, unfortunately, I did read the card. I do unfortunately have to place a another card in my deck under it. Soul Cleansing Machine. So now there's 5, but that's okay. But I swing the. He is comboing. He's at 20k. He goes 25. So this time he does combo the Towa off. So now I'm going to use Soul Cleansing Machine's effect to search out for a 30k. I don't quite want to play out the 6-drop yet, but I do it now. I do it after I use the Soul Cleansing Machine effect. So this guy is insane. He is a Xeno Evolve on a Janemba with an energy cost of 4. And when you play him, you draw 2 cards, restand, and he's a critical dual attack. So I have gotten, I don't know, 4 or 5 attacks this turn already, and I got 2 more. But he's going to Sparking Power Burst to negate my first attack, which is perfectly fine. And then he's adding the Towa back to hand. And then I swing again into his leader for 25k critical. And he does super combo to 20. So that's his 3rd super combo, I believe. 25. 30. So I swing 30k into his leader. And then I ball. I'm going to find another 4-drop. Luckily, I remembered I had 1 more in my deck. And he's got no battle cards, so I'm going to be able to restand 1 and draw 1. And I draw into a 2-drop. But that's it. I'm just 20k critical. He's going to awaken to 15. He restands 1 and draws 1. He's going to 20, 25. I tap 1, play another Soul Cleansing Machine. And then I'm putting something together in my head. I'm realizing with that 2-drop Janemba, I can return that Janemba to my hand, play him to get another 15k attacker, and then evolve into the 6-drop on the other Janemba. But I do have to burst 2, and I have to place the top card of my deck. I believe I go back to bursting 2 if I didn't already. But I swing 15k. And then he combos out, and then I evolve. And then I use the auto Soul Cleansing, so now I'm already back at 2 cards under. I swing 25k critical. He negates, Power Burst. I swing 25k critical again. And he Spark Power Burst. He's at 1 life. I'm like, what can I do here? Nothing. I pass turn. That was an insane amount of attacks for turn 3. That was probably like, what, 10 attacks? Something like that. But it is his turn. He only has 3 cards in hand at 1 life. I still have Baby Hatchiyak in my hand. I'm not nervous. He plays the Towa. He adds a Dragon Ball to hand, the 5-star. And he's going to swing, and then I'm going to Baby Hatchiyak. Just not even going to risk it. And he taps 2. I believe he discarded the ball, looks like. And he does play a Lord Slug. So Lord Slug's effect is I can place a Unison card in my drop area. If I don't, I have to KO all my battle cards. So this might be his chance for a comeback. And then we each draw 1 card. I was not expecting that, because that Slug I always forget about. It's a very powerful play for that deck. So I draw 1, and I'm like, alright, now I thought I had the game easily, but now I have to think. So I'm at 4 energy. I got the leader swing, and I'm going to swing. I draw 1, and I draw into another ball, but I reveal it just because we're communicating. I say I can only, it sucks that I drew into it, because I could have been able to do the chain again, but all my 4 drops are in my drop area. Because I think I got 2 in Soul Cleansing Machine. But I don't combo, he combos up to 20. I'm going to use my leader effect. Crit a life, tap 1, play out this 2-drop, swing 20k. Or first I need to place top card in my deck under Soul Cleansing. And I swing 20k. Luckily, if I get 1 more play with a Janemba, I will get another Soul Cleansing play. It's got no negates, and I don't combo, I don't think. Or combo 25. 30. Then I reveal Chilled, discard 1, and then I swing. I have to discard a skill list to play him, and I swing a 19k, and that's game for him. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so glad to be back in the saddle recording stuff again. I will have several videos out this week, and I'm not going to have a more regular schedule still. It's not going to be as often as I wish I could, but I'm still going to be posting much more regularly, and I am going to be doing some set 12 coverage, at least box openings, decks, obviously, etc., etc. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are all staying safe, and thank you for supporting me. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.